Hello, and welcome to one of the newest additions to the Star Citizen's lineup of flyable ships, the Anvil Terrapin. Today we're going to be talking about its handling, its overall look, and going over some of its functions. Let's start by taking a look at how the Terrapin handles. The first thing you're going to notice is how sluggish it feels to accelerate up to its top SCU speed of 210, and is even slower to reach its top afterburner speed. But this isn't a racing ship, and the effect helps to reinforce the feeling that you're flying a heavily armored vessel that's built for protection and not speed. With regards to maneuverability, the ship feels surprisingly nimble for being a giant armored tortoise. I was expecting it to be far more lumbering and less responsive than it is, but it generally feels fun to bank and turn with this ship, having little to no drift to the controls. And I'm rather happy for this decision on CIG's part because sloppy controls would only serve to hinder its ability to be an effective explorer ship. The four large thrusters should provide a very stable platform for hovering while in atmosphere, even during turbulent winds and inclement weather. They also allow for a better braking than would be expected for a ship that weighs as much as it does for its size. It still doesn't stop on a dime, but it's much better than I thought it was going to be. The ship's offensive capabilities are restricted to a pair of size 2 guns mounted onto a remote turret located just below the cockpit. But once again, the focus on this ship is defensive, not offensive. When trouble hits, you're going to want to rely on armor plating and quick thinking to get you out of a situation. You're not going to be gunning your way out of it. From the cockpit view, the first thing you'll notice is a wall of consoles stretching from one end of your peripheral vision to the other, providing more than enough screens to handle everything you're going to need to look at without having to fumble through menus to get to what you want when you want it. But my only complaint about the visibility from the cockpit is the same as on most ships. I wish the view was centered higher than it is, or at least I wish that we had some way to recenter the view and had a way to make it stay there instead of automatically recentering the way it does. Since the function of consoles are moving to the helmet visor's HUD, I'd be fine with not being able to see the ship's consoles at all while I'm flying. Now, I'd prefer to have better visibility out of the cockpit rather than having your vision being focused on the ship's consoles. So for now, I prefer a third-person view to get around and find it a bit difficult to properly see around while using the first-person mode. The ship looks and feels like the heavily armored mini-tank that it's supposed to be. The interior lighting even has the feeling of a submarine that's running on silent mode. It manages to be compact, tight, and enclosed without feeling claustrophobic. The living area is condensed down to the barest of essentials, designed to provide accommodations for a single person. This includes a locker, a weapons rack, single sleeping bunk, very modest amount of storage space, bathroom facilities, and full access to all of the ship's components from the interior. Besides the armor, the other main feature of the Terrapin is the large standalone scanner that sits dead center of the living area. Unfortunately, this aspect of gameplay is still being worked on and is not available to test at this time. For now, the armor plating is connected to the landing gear, so the ship fully hunkers down as soon as you go into flight mode. In the future, heat is going to accumulate while you're in this mode, and the armor will need to be retracted in order to vent the systems and restore the ship's internal temperatures back to safe levels. Now, I can already see how this is going to be a great single-seater explorer ship, providing everything you're going to need to perform the functions of an explorer without having to worry about relying on a medium-sized or a large crew. I'm also looking forward to doing a follow-up review on this ship once the scanning equipment is functional. This piece of equipment is going to allow its secondary role to shine, which is to act as a long-range reconnaissance ship, which can cast a wide net and detect enemy movement well in advance of any single group of ships. Well, that's it for a first look at the Terrapin. Thanks for dropping by, and I hope to see you back here again. Take care, everyone.